Hello YouTube, this is DVD Review Studios here, and today I'm going to be doing a Blu-ray and DVD update for July 2016, which the vast majority of things I've picked up within the last couple of months have literally all been TV show box sets, which I just realised as I sat down to film this video, but nonetheless I do have a couple of movies in my DVD pile, but the vast majority will be TV box sets, so this will be a TV box set special update. So let's begin with the Blu-ray box set. So first up we have The Flash, the complete first season. I was kind of skeptical about starting this show. Grant Gustin as the Flash, I wasn't too confident in his portrayal when I watched the Arrow and Flash crossovers in season 3 of Arrow, but honestly I'm quite surprised. I take back every negative thing I said or thought, really. I'll have to revisit those Arrow episodes, but the Flash as a TV series and as a standalone kind of character in his own show works wonderfully. I really thoroughly enjoyed every episode. The villains were really cool. All the DC characters they incorporated into this show in particular was phenomenal. The meta-humans, the enigmas, the Reverse Flash storyline. I loved Gorilla Grodd. Wentworth Miller as Captain Cold, all of it just worked so perfectly, and I cannot wait to grab season 2 on Blu-ray when it's released in the next month or so. So 4-disc set, 23 episodes, really thoroughly enjoyed it. If you want the full season, I'm giving away the digital code, so first come first served on that. But yeah, 4-disc set, absolutely phenomenal, 23 episodes, and I will be reviewing this for sure whenever I can. So that is the complete first season of Flash. Really thoroughly enjoyed it and cannot wait to watch the rest of the series. Great cliffhanger as well. So next up we have season 2 of Rick and Morty. Absolutely obsessed with this show, by far the best animated series since Futurama in my opinion, and is slowly becoming one of my favourite shows. Absolutely obsessed, as I said. 10 episodes, phenomenal overall. The writing, the animation, it's all superb, and in Blu-ray quality I could not recommend it enough. Crisp, beautiful, and the characters are phenomenal. The sort of character of Rick Sanchez has really evolved over the second season, so I'm definitely intrigued to see the direction of the character in season 3, but I'll review this box set whenever I can. Anyway, you can check out my season 1 review if you are intrigued and want to check out this show. So that's Rick and Morty season 2, and the rest of the Blu-rays are literally all one show. I've upgraded all my box sets of Battlestar Galactica from DVD to Blu-ray. I've mentioned this show in about every update since maybe Christmas of last year, and I just cannot get enough of it. Phenomenal overall. I've only watched season 1 on Blu-ray, but I bought all the Blu-rays because it's apparently extended, and I wanted the full show, complete show obviously, so I was missing out with the DVD copies, which I've recently sold. So Battlestar Galactica season 1, really cool. I've recently reviewed this if you want to check that out. There's season 2, season 3, which bizarrely is rated an 18 for a suicide sequence, which wasn't included on the DVD. I have no idea. I'll have to check that out, and I'll review this at some point whenever I can. Season 4 and season 5, well, the final season. Season 4 is made up in 2 parts, but the final season, the finale, was amazing, even though many people actually disliked it, which I don't understand, but I'll have to discuss that in a review of this whenever I get to it. So that's the complete season of Battlestar Galactica, and then they also released a prequel movie called Battlestar Galactica Blood and Chrome, which I've not watched yet. I'm waiting to actually go through the entire series, and I'm trying to pick up the other movie that they did on Blu-ray Steelbook whenever I can as well. So that's Blood and Chrome, which I'm looking forward to watching. So that's all the Blu-rays I've picked up. Let's move on to the DVDs. So, first up for the DVDs, we have Family Guy Season 15. Overall, quite an enjoyable season. I've not watched Family Guy in quite a while, but this one was phenomenal. 18 episodes spread over 3 discs. The highlights from this season were definitely The Simpsons Guy, the extended episode of the crossover between The Simpsons and Family Guy. One of the best episodes I've watched in quite a while, so I really thoroughly enjoyed that. The episode featured on the front cover where Brian and Stewie take Chris back in time to learn about history for one of his exams, and then they end up on the Titanic with a whole array of Peters, which is a really funny joke, especially with the baby Peter with one tiny hair, bless it. So that was a really good episode, and I also really liked the episode where Peter is obsessed with fighting Liam Neeson, and Neeson himself actually guest voiced in that episode as well, which was really cool. So overall, quite a solid season. We'll have to review this. I think I still need to review season 14 as well, which I might rewatch before reviewing. So yeah, season 15 overall, really enjoyable, definitely worth grabbing. Next up we have a duplicate. We have season 11 of Family Guy, which I got ages and ages ago, which I tried to watch the episode German Guy on disc 2, and disc 2 was scratched, and I have no idea why. So the episode just would not play properly, kept buffering, and obviously it was very distorted. So I rebought the box set for $1.99 and ended up watching all 14 episodes, and definitely one of the best collectives of Family Guy episodes. Really thoroughly enjoyed it, so definitely recommend season 11. Next up, we have a couple of movies. First up, we have Sharknado 3, Oh Hell No, which I literally have no idea why I bought this. It was kind of a waste of money, but I already own the first two, so I just thought I'd see how crazy this franchise could actually get. They're on their third film, which I never saw coming, but I never saw this coming either. Sharks in the Earth's atmosphere. I guess the franchise does have to top new heights in terms of actually continuing with this ridiculous storyline, but yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Some really funny guest stars as well. David Hasselhoff plays Finn's father, I believe, and I think he died at the end. I can't remember properly, but George R.R. Martin got eaten by a shark, ironically, as well. So yeah, if you've seen the other two, you might as well see part 3. So that's Sharknado 3. Next up, we have Wanted, starring James McAvoy. Overall, a pretty good spy movie. It's sort of a parody of a spy movie. It's really overly exaggerated and just to the extreme mad, but I'm not really a big fan of the franchise or the genre, really, of certain spy movies. So this one was definitely a better pick for me. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. The office sequences at the beginning were very enjoyable. Chris Pratt has a cameo in here as well. And overall, this movie was pretty good. It passed an hour and a half. The office sequences actually reminded me of Fight Club with the internal monologuing with McAvoy. But honestly, yeah, pretty good movie. Would definitely recommend it. So that's Wanted. Next up, we have A Scanner Darkly, which honestly I didn't really enjoy as much as I wanted to. I may have to rewatch this. The cast is fantastic. Keanu Reeves, Robert Downey Jr., Woody Harrelson. But I didn't really watch this properly, so I might have to revisit this. But I was intrigued by the film because it was using the animation technique of rotoscoping, which, if you're not aware of that, they literally filmed the entire film properly with all the actors visually, with proper cameras, and then they animate over it. And honestly, I was quite intrigued by how that would look. So it did look phenomenal, but I might rewatch the movie just to get a better summary of the actual narrative. So yeah, that's A Scanner Darkly, pretty good movie. And next up for movies, we have Independence Day, the first one. I was actually planning to see the sequel just because I really wanted to see Jeff Goldblum in a recent film, but I didn't really get a chance to, so watching him in this was just as good. Anyway, starring Will Smith as well. Pretty enjoyable movie. It's kind of long in my opinion. It's 2.5 hours, I believe, but they could easily condense that into maybe an hour and 45. So yeah, it's okay movie. It's not one of my favourites, but I do quite like the designs of the aliens in this movie. Next up, we have the complete series of the US comedy The League, which I really thoroughly enjoyed to my surprise. The premise around the League is based around an American fantasy football team, but honestly, it doesn't really focus on that. Instead, it actually focuses on this very mismatched group of friends and their very dysfunctional relationship, which honestly is fantastic. I love these characters. They were all granted such perfect personalities throughout this series, and honestly, I could not get enough of them, so I bought every single season. I was completely addicted. I could not stop watching. I marathoned every series. Each one is about 13 episodes, minus season 1, which was only 6, disappointingly, but every series got better and better, with the exception of the final season, which was okay. That was where the drop in quality began, and obviously it was probably because it was drawing to a close in terms of the show ending, so that does kind of explain why the show did end up having a little bit of a false sense of security in terms of how good it was at the end, but I really enjoyed it overall. Season 6 was one of my favourites, and the final season was pretty good. I think the episodes did start to lack on the second disc, but yeah, these are all American imported DVDs, and if you can check out The League, definitely stream it online if you're up for a brand new comedy. Would definitely recommend it. Laughed all the way through. Just one of the best comedies I've watched since The US Office, and I could not get enough of it. I'll have to review this because it's quite a vague show, so I'm hoping I'll be able to introduce some people to this series, but The League overall, would highly recommend it. One of the best shows I've watched in quite a while. Next up, we have series 1 through to 6 of the hilariously raunchy animated comedy, and that is Archer. Following the life of suave secret agent Sterling Archer, I did not expect this show to be as good as it was, and I did not expect to love this show as much as I did. Each episode got better than the last, and each series got better than the last, in my opinion. I absolutely loved every episode. Honestly, I cannot flaw this series at all. It was just perfect from start to finish, at least up to series 6. Series 7 recently aired on TV, and I'm just waiting for the 7th season to come out on DVD, so I shall grab that to add to the collection. But Series 1 was phenomenal, really thoroughly enjoyed it. Season 2 had some really memorable episodes and was my favourite, in fact. Some amazing episodes on this box set.
Series 3 was the last of the UK releases for Archer, unfortunately. The rest of them I had to resort to the US eBay, but the US box sets are actually much nicer. Here we have a really nice little slipcover. The mustache on Archer is removable. That's a joke between Archer and Bob's Burgers, because H. John Benjamin voices both Bob Belcher and Sterling Archer. So that was a really great joke for the first episode of Series 4. So a really nice little slipcover, and Series 4 was one of my favourites as well. Series 5, I would say, was my second favourite series, where the show completely took a different direction, and the characters, rather than being secret agents, used their skills and became drug dealers, which I was definitely not expecting. But Archer Vice was hilarious, and concluding Archer, we have Series 6, which had a really nice heartwarming finale as well. So that's pretty much it for Archer. I shall be reviewing each of these box sets individually whenever I can. There's lots to talk about in terms of this show, so I cannot wait to delve into the reviews and upload them at some point. So that is Series 1 through to 6 of Archer. American Dad Volume 9, overall a really great volume of American Dad. Check out my review, I'll put a link down below in the description and you can hear my thoughts on every episode. Next up we have the complete series of Prison Break, beginning with Season 1. This one easily the best one. Obviously it's about a prison break, and yeah, overall absolutely loved this first series, but the rest of them I was kind of disappointed by, just because Season 2 and 4 weren't really about a prison break as such, which is why I just made it as obvious as ever explaining the plot. But yeah, Season 1 was definitely the best one. Season 2 was all about the characters being on the run, which was intriguing in some areas, but it was kind of frustrating. Every character double-crossing one another, a big chase for a bag of money, etc. It just wasn't as appealing in my opinion. But the show definitely bounced back with Season 3, where they ended up in a really brutal foreign prison, and that was very intriguing, and the storyline definitely picked up from there. And then we have Series 4, which I wasn't too happy about, and the finale felt kind of rushed in my opinion, but that's something I'll have to discuss in a review perhaps very soon. But yeah, Series 1 to 4 Prison Break, overall it was not the best drama I've seen in quite a while, but it was addictive, at least Season 1 was, and I just had to pursue the rest of it, and I'm looking forward to the sequel series coming out. Next up we have two box sets of quite possibly the worst show ever broadcast, and that is Monster Quest. This is a show that my good friend The Cryptic Cinema and I used to watch quite a while ago, and we recently started watching some of the episodes on YouTube, and we discovered that they actually had DVD releases, which I did not expect. So I grabbed Season 2 and this other little collective box set called The Best Of, which has episodes from Season 1 and Season 4. Season 2 has some of the best episodes, or better ones, because the show is about hunting creatures that do not exist. There's so much wasted effort and time put into this series, such as filming it, the scientists, the very poor scientists that actually had to research all these mythical creatures for just wasted efforts. But honestly, it's hilarious, the results at the end, how every episode ends the exact same way with nothing found. Probably one of the funniest shows I've watched in quite a while, for the wrong reasons obviously. So that's Season 2, 5-disc set and 20 episodes, and this one is a 6-disc set with over 20 episodes, I think 23 in total, and this is the Best Of Monster Quest, with probably some of the stupidest episodes such as Mothman, The Real Moby Dick, Killer Fish, and Killer Fish Part 2. Honestly, ridiculous. I cannot believe I've watched some of these episodes, but it's addictive in a really bad way, and when I've probably finished all of them, I'll probably end up selling these. But yeah, Monster Quest, possibly the most ridiculous show ever put on television. And finally, to conclude this update, we have two box sets of Star Trek The Next Generation, which I've not really had a chance to watch yet, but I'm really looking forward to. Some of these episodes sound amazing from the little booklet that I've read within, to get a couple of minor spoilers about. But yeah, 22 episodes on Season 2, and this one is Season 3, with a couple more episodes. This one has 26. So yeah, I recently reviewed Season 1, I recently finished that box set, which took quite a while to finish. It was quite a hard watch, to be honest, because some of the episodes weren't as good as some of the others, but these two sound fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to see how the show develops. So yeah, you can check out the review of Season 1 if you would like to. I'll put a link down below in the description and at the end of this video. So thanks for watching my Blu-ray and DVD update for July 2016. I hope you've enjoyed and stuck with me through this. Be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments if you've checked out any of these shows that I've shown in this video. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. I'll put a link to that in the description, and other links shall be in the description as well. And subscribe for more content.